So this is a 100-gallon milk tank. It was made around 1950, I'm thinking. And this is what a lot of dairy farms went to. This is all they needed. That didn't last very long, and herds got bigger fast. But I found this for sale locally, a goat dairy that was going out, and I thought it was perfect for me. Honestly, a little big. This is your weight stick, which hardly any of them have this anymore. Yeah, I'm not even sure, to be honest with you. It goes up to 30, whatever that means. I'll have to look into that. Or ask somebody that knows. But anyways, the reason there's a 10-gallon minimum is because of this. And that's your paddle. So this paddle has to stir the milk as it's cooling it. If your milk isn't spinning, it'll actually freeze to the sides while it's trying to cool the rest of it. So you have to put 10 gallons in it in order for the paddle to touch and stir the milk. If I wanted to get a smaller minimum, I could actually shorten these and bring the paddle closer to the bottom of the tank. That way it would still stir something, a smaller amount, like 5 gallons. I don't know if I'll mess with that or not, because I think after this summer, we're never going to be under 10 gallons a day again, ever. So I think I'm okay with how it is, and I kind of want to keep it stock for the most part, so I think I'm going to leave that. So one negative to this thing is it takes up quite a bit of room because the compressor's off to the back. All the new ones you see, they put the compressor up underneath it, which is a great idea and space-saving technology. But the new ones are expensive, and honestly, now you guys are gonna be like, or you're just too cheap to buy a new one. But honestly, I like the older stuff better, you know? I mean, I could go buy a new one. But this thing's worked great for somebody for the past 70 years. So why not still use it? The stainless steel is good on it yet. He had it plugged in when I went to go see it, and it worked, but it wasn't cooling down very good because the compressor needs to be recharged. I don't know anything about that, to be honest. The guy just across the street does heating and cooling, so I don't know if he can help me out with that or not. I'm gonna have to find out. But what I want to do is get this stuff off from around it. I'm gonna bend this stuff back, clean it up so I can paint this whole thing. I want it to look like a showpiece. Okay, maybe not a showpiece, but I want it to look really nice and be clean. So we got to figure out how to get all this stuff off. This one's easy. See, this is actually 220, so you can't just plug this into any outlet. I'm gonna have to run a special wire for it, which actually where I'm planning on putting it is the old bathroom. I'm gonna take everything out of that bathroom, make it into a little milk house, and I actually ran a line for 220 because I was thinking about putting a washer and dryer in there. Josh, if you're watching this, let me know in the comments. That was a 220 line, right? That would work for this? Josh is my electrician, forever and always. And he says he watches all these videos, so we'll see. But anyways, so I want to get all this apart, take it, bend it back, clean it up, make it all look nice. Trouble I'm having here is I don't know how to get that thermostat off. So the nice thing is although this tank does have a 10-gallon minimum, it goes up to 100 gallons, which means I will never need a new one. take this off, but I don't need to right now. Loosen it up. There we go. So now the question is, Asa, how do we get this? Yeah. How do we get this out? Because this goes all the way deep down into there.
Wow.
So there's a few reasons why you would want to switch to a bulk tank. And there's also a few reasons why you would not want to switch to a bulk tank. Right now when we're done milking, the milk is filtered right into a half-gallon jar and then put in a water bath in my freezer that I've converted so it only goes to 33 degrees, which cools it down to 40 degrees in 40 minutes. So this will definitely cool it down better and faster, which gives less chance for any bacteria to grow and gives it a better flavor. One more thing to wash. It's not the end of the world to have to wash it, but it's one more thing to wash. See this junk and scrap there. This is a ground wire, I think. And this obviously cannot go through there. See, the guy had this unscrewed because he had it sit up here because he had this side against a wall, which makes sense. And I might have to do that too. But if anybody knows how, I mean, can I disconnect this from here somehow? Not sure. I suppose I can just leave it, but it's gonna be hard to fix this up and paint it up with that sitting there. The guy did say that you need to have these sides and that top on, otherwise it won't suck the air past these louvers here. I can still get it moved over and try to get it hot wired in. So let's measure this. Before I go moving it. Six foot. 5 foot. If I can get that slid over here, which I think is super heavy, I think I'll be able to get it plugged in and turned on. Daisy and Maggie loving on each other. Aww, that's sweet. Yeah, Maggie's even licking her a little bit. So I am almost out of time. I don't even know what literacy night is, but I know it's for Everett and I want to go. That's not what I wanted. Yeah, wow, I was right. Whoopsies. By the way, I'm not an electrician. This by all means is not electrical advice. I know enough about electricity to get myself into trouble. So that's one step closer. I got it hot wired in. I wasn't able to get the agitator motor going, but I'm not that concerned about that. He had it going I just must have a wire loose or something.